Hello and welcome to our channel. Today's video is dedicated to one of the most important health topics for older adults: how to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease after age 60, whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, or you're caring for someone in that age group. This video will give you practical, science-backed strategies to protect brain health and stay mentally sharp. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into it. Segment 1. Understanding Alzheimer's. What it is and why it matters. Alzheimer's disease. It's a word that often brings fear, sadness, and confusion. But the truth is, the more we understand it, the more power we have to face it with compassion, awareness, and hope. So, what exactly is Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disorder that slowly destroys memory, thinking skills, and eventually, the ability to carry out even simple tasks. It's the most common cause of dementia, a general term for memory loss and other cognitive decline that interfere with daily life. It's not just about forgetting where you put your keys or missing a doctor's appointment. In Alzheimer's, the brain physically changes. Proteins build up in and around brain cells, forming what scientists call plaques and tangles. These changes block communication between brain cells and lead to cell death over time. It typically begins after the age of 60, but the damage can start years, even decades, before symptoms appear. Early signs might include forgetting familiar names, struggling to find the right words, or getting lost in once familiar places. As the disease progresses, those affected may forget family members, struggle with basic daily tasks, and eventually require full-time care. But here's why this matters to all of us, not just those diagnosed. Today, more than 6 million people in the United States are living with Alzheimer's. By 2050, that number is expected to double. It's not just a personal tragedy, it's a public health crisis. Families are left emotionally drained, caregivers face burnout, and the healthcare system feels the weight. Yet, despite these challenges, there is hope. Research is advancing. We now understand more than ever about how lifestyle, including diet, exercise, mental stimulation, and sleep, can play a role in brain health. And more importantly, talking about Alzheimer's helps break the silence. It opens the door to support, early diagnosis, and a community of care. Understanding Alzheimer's isn't about fear, it's about awareness. It's about preparing, supporting, and advocating for those we love. And it's about recognizing that, while we may not have all the answers yet, we do have each other. So let's keep the conversation going, because knowledge is the first step toward change. Segment 2. Eat Smart. The brain-healthy diet. What if the food on your plate could shape the future of your brain? That's the power of eating smart, not just for your body, but for your mind. Today, we're diving into the world of brain-healthy eating, and how simple choices in your kitchen can protect your memory, sharpen your thinking, and even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. It's called the brain-healthy diet, and it's not a fad. It's a science-backed approach that focuses on the nutrients your brain needs most. Let's start with the basics. Your brain is an energy-hungry organ. It uses about 20% of your body's energy, even while you're at rest. And just like a car, it runs best on clean, high-quality fuel. So, what should be on your plate? First, leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, collards. These are loaded with vitamin K, lutein, and folate, nutrients shown to slow cognitive decline. Next, add in berries, especially blueberries and strawberries. These tiny fruits are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect brain cells from damage. Don't forget fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for building brain cells and keeping communication between them strong. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, and brown rice give your brain a steady supply of glucose, its favorite energy source. Nuts and seeds, especially walnuts and flax seeds, are great sources of healthy fats, vitamin E, and plant-based omega-3 south. A handful a day can go a long way, and of course, a touch of olive oil, especially extra virgin. It's a staple in the Mediterranean diet, which has been linked to slower cognitive aging and better memory. But just as important as what you eat is what you avoid. Highly processed foods, excess sugar, and unhealthy fats, like those found in fried foods and packaged snacks, have been linked to brain fog, poor focus, and higher risk of dementia. So, eat smart, choose colorful, natural, whole foods. Cook at home when you can, and drink plenty of water. Even mild dehydration can impact your focus and memory. The bottom line, what you eat today builds the brain you'll have tomorrow. So feed it wisely, because a healthy brain begins with a healthy plate. Segment 3. Move your body. Physical exercise and brain health. Did you know that moving your body is one of the best things you can do for your brain? It's true. When you exercise, you're not just building muscles or burning calories, you're actually strengthening your mind. Let's talk about how physical activity boosts brain health, especially as we age. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain. That means more oxygen, more nutrients, and more energy delivered to the very center of your thoughts, your memories, and your emotions. This helps your brain stay sharp, alert, and more resilient against diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. Even light movement can make a huge difference. In fact, regular physical activity has been linked to better memory, improved mood, quicker thinking, and lower risk of cognitive decline, even in people over 60. Why does this happen? When you move your body, your brain releases powerful chemicals like endorphins and brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF for short. BDNF acts like fertilizer for your brain cells. It encourages the growth of new brain connections and helps protect existing ones. Now, here's the exciting part. You don't have to become a marathon runner to enjoy these benefits. A 30-minute brisk walk, 5 days a week, can improve mental clarity and focus. Tai Chi and yoga not only support balance and flexibility, but also reduce stress and calm the nervous system. Dancing combines physical movement with coordination and rhythm, which is great for memory and mood. Even simple activities like gardening, stretching, or climbing stairs can help. The key is consistency, and the benefits go beyond just the brain. Exercise helps you sleep better, reduces anxiety, and lifts depression, all of which support a healthier mind. So, if you want to boost your brain power, protect your memory, and feel more energized, move your body, make it fun, walk with a friend, dance to your favorite music, join a group class. The more you enjoy it, the more likely you'll stick with it. Remember, a healthy body fuels a healthy brain. Every step you take is a step toward a brighter, more vibrant mind. So go ahead, lace up your shoes, take a deep breath, and start moving. Your brain will thank you for it, today, and for years to come. Segment 4. Challenge your brain. Mental stimulation matters. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And just like your body needs movement to stay fit, your mind needs stimulation to stay sharp. This is especially important as we grow older. You see, our brains naturally slow down with age. It's part of life, but mental decline is inevitable. In fact, research shows that regular mental challenges can help keep your brain active, alert, and more resistant to memory loss and cognitive decline. So, how does it work? When you learn something new or solve a problem, your brain forms new neural connections. These connections create pathways that keep your mind flexible, responsive, and strong. This process is called neuroplasticity, your brain's incredible ability to adapt and grow, even later in life. So, what counts as brain stimulation? Doesn't have to be complicated. Reading a book, learning a new word, playing a game of chess or doing a crossword puzzle, even trying a new recipe or learning to play a musical instrument. These are all powerful forms of mental exercise. And it's not just about doing what you already know. The key is to challenge yourself. Step out of your comfort zone, switch up your routine. Try using your non-dominant hand, learn a new language, take an online class, memorize a poem. These activities light up different parts of your brain and keep your mind engaged. Social interaction also plays a big role. Having a deep conversation, sharing stories, or even playing cards with friends stimulates language, memory, and emotional thinking all at once. And here's the best part: you can combine mental stimulation with fun. Make it enjoyable. When you're curious and interested, your brain works even better. The more you challenge your brain, the more you protect it. You're not just passing time, you're building cognitive reserves that may delay or reduce the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. So don't be afraid to stretch your mind. Start small, stay consistent, and keep it exciting. Because every time you challenge your brain, you're investing in a future filled with clarity, creativity, and confidence. Your brain is your most valuable asset. Keep it active, and it will serve you well for years to come. Segment 5. Sleep. Your brain's maintenance mode. It's not just a time to rest. It's when your brain goes to work. Think of sleep as your brain's maintenance mode. While your body is still, your brain is busy, cleaning, organizing, repairing, and recharging. And when you sleep well, your brain functions better. But when you don't, everything starts to fall apart. Let's take a closer look at what really happens when you close your eyes. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins, including beta amyloid, the protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. It's like a night crew sweeping the floors and taking out the trash so your brain can start fresh the next day. Sleep is also when your brain stores memories. Throughout the day, you absorb new information. But it's during sleep that your brain decides what to keep, what to discard, and where to store it. That's why a good night's sleep helps you think more clearly, make better decisions, and remember important details. And it doesn't stop there. While you sleep, your brain strengthens connections between neurons, balances hormones, and resets your emotional system. This helps regulate mood, reduce stress, and improve focus. In other words, sleep doesn't just affect how tired you feel, it affects your entire mental and emotional well-being. But here's the problem. As we age, sleep often becomes more difficult. Many older adults struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking too early. This can be caused by hormonal changes, medications, stress, or even lack of movement during the day. So, what can we do? First, set a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Second, create a relaxing bedtime routine. Dim the lights, turn off electronics, and do something calming, like reading or listening to soft music. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and heavy meals late in the day, and keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and dark. Most importantly, move your body during the day. Physical activity promotes deeper, more restful sleep. The bottom line, sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's when your brain heals, grows, and prepares you for a brighter tomorrow. So, tonight, give your brain the gift it needs. Rest well, and let your mind do what it does best while you sleep. Segment 6. Manage stress. The silent brain killer. Stress. We all experience it. But what many people don't realize is that chronic stress is more than just uncomfortable. It's dangerous, especially for your brain. In fact, stress has been called the silent brain killer because over time, if left unmanaged, it quietly damages brain cells, weakens memory, shrinks key areas of the brain, and increases the risk of Alzheimer's and other cognitive issues. Let's break this down. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol. In small doses, cortisol can be helpful. It gives you energy, sharpens focus, and helps you respond to challenges. But when stress becomes constant, day after day, week after week, cortisol levels stay high. And that's where the real trouble begins. Chronic stress damages the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for learning and memory. It also affects your prefrontal cortex, which controls decision-making, concentration, and impulse control. And over time, stress can lead to brain fog, forgetfulness, mood swings, and even depression. But here's the good news: you can fight back. Managing stress doesn't mean you'll never feel anxious or overwhelmed again. It means learning how to respond in healthy, healing ways. Start with your breath. Deep breathing sends a signal to your brain: I'm safe. It slows your heart rate, calms your nervous system, and lowers cortisol levels almost instantly. Next, get moving. Even a short walk outdoors or a few minutes of gentle stretching can reduce stress and release feel-good hormones like endorphins and dopamine. Mindfulness and meditation are also powerful tools. Just 10 minutes a day of sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, or repeating a calming phrase can retrain your brain to handle stress more calmly and clearly. Don't underestimate the power of connection, either. Talking to a friend, hugging a loved one, or simply sharing your thoughts out loud can release emotional pressure and give your brain the support it needs. Finally, sleep, nutrition, and routine all play a role in stress management. A well-rested, well-nourished brain is far more resilient than one running on caffeine, sugar, and 4 hours of sleep. So remember this: stress may be silent, but its damage is real. The good news, so, is your ability to stop it. Take care of your mind. Slow down, breathe deeply, live fully, because a calm brain is a healthy brain, and it's never too late to protect it. Segment 7. Stay social. Connection protects the brain. Humans are social creatures. From the day we're born, we seek connection through touch, words, laughter, and love. But did you know that staying socially connected isn't just good for your heart? It's vital for your brain. That's right. Social interaction is one of the most powerful and often overlooked tools for keeping the brain sharp, active, and resilient, especially as we grow older. Studies show that people who stay socially engaged have better memory, slower cognitive decline, and a reduced risk of dementia. And it makes perfect sense, because conversation, connection, and companionship stimulate multiple areas of the brain at once. When you talk with someone, you're not just passing the time, you're using your memory to recall names, emotions to express empathy, and language skills to communicate clearly. Your brain lights up, it stays active, it stays alive. On the other hand, loneliness and isolation, especially in older adults, have been linked to increased risk of memory loss, depression, anxiety, and even earlier death. In fact, chronic loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking or obesity. But here's the good news: you don't need a big social circle to feel connected. Start with a simple phone call, visit a friend, join a book club, a walking group, or a local class. Volunteer for a cause you care about, or attend a community event. Even small moments of connection, a smile from a neighbor, a chat at the store, a kind word from a stranger, can lift your mood and nourish your mind. And don't forget, staying social doesn't mean being busy all the time. It's about meaningful connection, people who listen, support you, and help you feel seen and valued. If you live alone, make technology your friend. Video calls, online groups, and social media, when used wisely, can help bridge the gap and keep you in touch with the world. So here's the message: don't isolate, connect. Because every conversation is a brain workout, every shared laugh is medicine, and every genuine connection helps build a brain that's stronger, happier, and more resilient, no matter your age. Stay social, stay engaged, and let connection be your brain's greatest ally. Segment 8. Protect your heart, protect your brain. You've probably heard the saying, "What's good for the heart is good for the brain." Well, it's more than just a phrase. It's a powerful medical truth. Your heart and brain are deeply connected. Every heartbeat sends oxygen-rich blood to your brain, fueling your thoughts, your memory, and your mood. So, when your heart is strong and healthy, your brain thrives. But when your heart struggles, your brain suffers too. Let's break it down. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease can silently damage blood vessels, not just in your body, but in your brain. Over time, this can reduce blood flow to the brain, causing damage that leads to memory problems, confusion, and even dementia. In fact, people with heart disease are significantly more likely to develop cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease later in life. But there's hope, and it starts with protecting your heart. So, how can you do that? First, focus on nutrition. Eat a heart-healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats like olive oil and nuts. Limit salt, sugar, and processed foods. These not only harm your heart, but also affect brain health over time. Next, get moving. Regular physical activity strengthens the heart, improves circulation, and boosts brain function. Even 30 minutes of walking most days of the week can make a big difference. Also, know your numbers: blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and weight. Regular checkups and early action can prevent problems before they start. Don't forget about stress. Chronic stress raises blood pressure and heart rate, putting strain on your entire body, including your brain. So take time to relax, breathe deeply, and find moments of peace. And of course, if you smoke, quit. Smoking narrows blood vessels and reduces oxygen to the brain. It's never too late to stop and start healing. The connection between the heart and brain is clear. Protect one, and you protect the other. So make choices each day that support both. Eat well, move often, manage stress, stay connected. Because a healthy heart keeps your brain young and helps you stay sharp, active, and independent for years to come. Segment 9. Avoid brain toxins. Keep your mind clear. Your brain is your most precious organ. It controls your thoughts, your memories, your movements, and your personality. But what many people don't realize is that your brain is also vulnerable, especially to hidden toxins we often overlook in daily life. Toxins are harmful substances that can damage brain cells, interfere with communication between neurons, and speed up brain aging. And the scary part, these toxins can quietly build up over time, affecting memory, mood, focus, and even increasing your risk of Alzheimer's or dementia. So, where are these toxins coming from? One major source is processed foods. Foods high in sugar, artificial additives, unhealthy fats, and preservatives may taste good, but they create inflammation in the body and brain. Over time, they can impair memory and slow down thinking. Choosing whole, natural foods instead can dramatically reduce this risk. Another hidden danger is alcohol. While a glass of wine now and then might seem harmless, excessive or regular drinking can shrink parts of the brain, especially areas involved in decision-making and memory. For older adults, the brain becomes more sensitive to alcohol, making it even more important to drink in moderation or avoid it altogether. Smoking is also a major brain toxin. It reduces blood flow to the brain, increases the risk of stroke, and speeds up mental decline. The good news, it's never too late to quit. The brain begins to heal the moment you stop. Now, let's talk about environmental toxins. Things like pesticides, mold, heavy metals, and even some household cleaners. Over time, long-term exposure to these substances can harm your brain and nervous system. Simple steps like using natural cleaning products, filtering your drinking water, and ensuring good ventilation can make a big difference. Don't forget about medications. Some drugs, especially when misused or taken over a long period, can cloud thinking, cause confusion, or increase dementia risk. Always review your medications with your doctor and ask if any might be affecting your brain. The key message is this: you have the power to protect your mind. By avoiding harmful substances and making healthier choices, you give your brain the clean environment it needs to thrive. So eat clean, breathe clean, and live clean. Your brain depends on it. And the clearer your brain, the brighter your future. Segment 10. Know your family history. Take control early. If Alzheimer's runs in your family, don't panic, but do take it seriously. A family history doesn't mean you'll definitely get the disease, but it may increase your risk. Early lifestyle changes can offset a genetic predisposition. Consider talking to your doctor about brain health, memory screening, or even genetic counseling if needed. The most important message we want to leave you with is this: you are not powerless. Every healthy choice you make, every walk, every healthy meal, every night of restful sleep, is a step toward protecting your brain. By staying active, connected, nourished, and engaged, you can significantly reduce your risk of Alzheimer's, even after 60. So take care of your mind, your body, and your heart, because your brain deserves the very best.